How are we everyone? I've got another absolute cracker for you guys today. This will be the Drizzt tutorial, the best moves and combos you can do for DPS. Now, as well as moves and combos, there is one absolutely overpowered, you could say ability with Drizzt that you need to use all the time, and we'll get to that shortly, don't you worry. But first, we have to point out the obvious, which is Drizzt is quite squishy. But being squishy means you want to have good entries, and then you want to be able to get out of the way before the enemy attacks. Because normally in the higher difficulties, you can get one shot by a lot of things. So you want to have good entries and then escape and do as much damage on your entries as you can. There's three main entries you want to use. They are the most effective, and the first one is my favorite but not the highest damage, is Hilt Punch. Now, Hilt Punch actually doesn't cause an entry, but what it doesn't tell you in the moveset area is if you do a Hilt Punch, which is tap forward and light attack, then press heavy attack, you will teleport forward right in front of the enemy, and then you can go into whatever combos you want after that. Now, what I normally do, I normally Hilt Punch, so tap forward with light attack, then heavy attack to telly, then press light attack one more time, and then after that light attack, it will allow me to add Gloom Splash to the end of this combo, and you'll be seeing a bit of Gloom Splash, because Gloom Splash is heavy damage. It is very good, and it also can interrupt elites while they're trying to do a move. Now, to Gloom Splash, you want to tap backwards and heavy attack. So run through the whole combo again. You want to Hilt Punch, tap forward, light attack, then heavy attack to teleport, one more light attack, then Gloom Splash, which is tap backwards and heavy attack. And by the time you've finished it, if you didn't interrupt him, you probably have to get out by now, let him do attack, and then enter again. Now, the second entry is Dual Edge Strike. Now, Dual Edge Strike is very simple to use. All you have to do is sprint, and while you're sprinting, press heavy attack. But what you can do off the back of Dual Edge Strike is what is the most powerful thing about Drizzt. Now, if you do Dual Edge Strike and then just press light attack, you will go into a spinning move and jump up, and whenever you do this spinning move and jump up, it will open up the chance for a backstab. Now, you always want to backstab when you're farming for your ultimate, because backstab for Drizzt literally gives you about 30% of your ultimate bar. It takes 3 to 4 backstabs to get max ultimate, and being squishy, Drizzt having the chance of ultimate is huge, because it basically turns you into a DPS tank for the time that you have your ultimate open, because of all the buffs you get as well as the damage. You can initialize a backstab many other ways, but this is the quickest and easiest way, just off an entry for mobs. Another simple way is if you're already in combat, just press light attack, then heavy attack, then light attack, and that will give you a backstab as well if you're already in combat. Now, the third entry. The third entry is the hardest hitting entry of them all, and it is Barrel Roll. Now, it's the hardest hitting entry because at the start it can be quite difficult to do, but once you've got a handle on it, it's quite simple. You'll hit it almost every time. And you want to dash forward twice in succession, then you want to press light attack, then while you're in the air you want to press heavy attack. And the criticals you can hit off this are pretty much the heaviest criticals you can hit for one hit with Drizzt. And you can really, once you've entered like this, do whichever combos you like. You can either go into some Hilt Punch, or you can do the light attack, heavy attack, light attack to initialize a backstab. Or you can do 2 light attacks, then Gloom Splash, which is another way to activate Gloom Splash. You don't have to have done anything else. If you just do 2 light attacks and then press Gloom Splash, which is tap back and heavy attack, that little combo there, you can add that really anywhere you want, and it's so powerful. Now, it's not so much an entry, but while you're in the thick of things, if you dash back once and then press heavy attack, you will do front flip slash, and it is quite a strong re-entry. And once you've finished, just press light attack once and you'll go into the spin and you'll have a backstab open again. Another strong move to do just while you're in combat, and that is Dark Hands, which is tap backward heavy attack. And straight after Dark Hands, you want to use double reverse slash, which is also tap backward and heavy attack. And then after double reverse slash, you want to use Gloom Splash, which is also tap backward and heavy attack. Now it can be confusing because for all these moves you're pressing the exact same thing, but this is where Drizzt's skill stealing comes into it, because a lot of these moves you can only do after certain moves. This combo is the easiest way to lay these three out because you can just do them straight after each other and the exact same. But you will learn as you go through, a lot of his moves will only be available after certain ones. That's why you can't just walk in and do Gloom Splash out of the blue. You need to do 2 light attacks first to do Gloom Splash, or you need to add it on to the end of combos like I said earlier. Now, Well of Darkness, I honestly never find time to use this, mainly because it takes a long time to cast, and once you casted it, it doesn't really do much. For how long it wants to cast, it would want to do way more damage than it does, so I just don't find time for it. Now quickly on the abilities, if you're chasing the DPS, you want the Cloud of Daggers like usual. Cloud of Daggers is always good, it just starts bleeding and starts a tick, low tick, but anything around you starts getting hurt. And Battle Trance. Battle Trance will give you Frenzy, which is more damage, and Vampiric, which is more lifesteal. Hey guys, I hope that was a massive help. Make sure you check out the Drizzt build. I'll have the link down below. It'll help you with these moves and combos because the lifesteal for the Drizzt is honestly just the funnest stretch you can play. It really is. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you then.